Get ready to fall head over heels
in love
with my new fall 2023 DIYs.
I have this tissue count your blessing sheet for a while. Actually, I got 2 of them. So if you're planning to recreate my creation, let me know. I can send you 1 copy of this. Now back to my creations. I was in a dilemma. Should I put this tissue paper on this tag wooden sign? And I'm showing you. And then another option is this large sign that I purchased on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And what I was thinking is to add this green fabric from Dollar Tree and add the tissue decoupage on top of it. I decided to go with the wooden tag, and I'm gonna remove the handle on top, and after that I'm gonna decoupage my sheet. I'm gonna be using a Mod Podge, and with a sponge brush, 1 line at a time, I'm adding it until the whole sheet is transferred on and just avoiding all those bubbles. Instead of filling out the whole wood with the Mod Podge at once, we just go line by line. It is so simple and easy. You just slowly with your fingers going around the sheet, and with the brayer roller you're just going over, and you're not gonna see any bubbles of it. I travel a lot in the past couple of weeks, and I saw some fall decoration at some stores, but to be honest with you, I didn't like what I saw. I am always personally my own creator, and as everybody else have a different taste, I have a different taste too. So what I do is I create what I really love. Doesn't need to be trendy for some people, because trendy it's not just for majority. There is some people who say, hey, this is trendy for this year, but we don't need to follow the rules. I'm always called as a troublemaker, and I want to step out of the game most of the time and make rules on my own. So I decided to go with the creations that I love, and I hope you're gonna like it, and we're gonna make it all together nice, trendy, and beautiful. We don't need to use the specific orange or specific brown. We can use any colors that we love for fall, and our house is gonna look super chic and very trendy. Now that I decoupage my whole sheet, the edges, of course, I'm using a lighter. This is not recommended for kids. Kids are not allowed to use the lighter. But I'm just showing you, I'm just taking off the ends with a lighter. It was harder between the wooden pieces, but at the end it worked. I just cut it off a little bit. I use a little bit of lighter, and for those ends that it didn't work, I just use my sanding sponge, and it worked just perfectly. I seal it with a Mod Podge, and that part is done. For my second tag, I'm gonna be using this green fabric. I iron it first before I Mod Podge it, and now I'm adding a Mod Podge, and we're gonna add this fabric on the second tag. I just add a halfway Mod Podge because this is a fabric. I don't need to worry about any bubbles or crunches. And we're gonna use also a press, iron press on top of it, and it worked just perfectly. So I did the halfway of my wooden tag with a Mod Podge. I added the fabric, and now I'm doing the rest of the wooden tag with the Mod Podge and the press, and super simple and cute decoupage. I'm also using the edges, covering the edges on my tag, and it's gonna look super cute. I'm super excited that I'm a part of Fall Look of the Hook Challenge, hosted by myself, CJ DIY, with my darling friends, Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World, and Christine from DIY Craftaholic. And this time, our guest host is LaParsha from Creating It Myself. All those super talented ladies are linked in my description box, along with the amazing playlist with so many talented creators. So after you're done watching my video, you know where you're going next. Now back to my tag. After I decoupage it, even the edges, now I'm just going with my X-Acto knife around the edges of the wooden pieces, and to remove the fringes from the fabric, I use a lighter, and that part of the tag is done. On top of the green tag, I'm adding my decoupage pumpkin tag, and I'm just adding glue just on the side, on the corner of the one sign. I add it on top of the sign, and this part is done. Someone said autumn carry more gold in its pockets than any other seasons, and metallics are very popular these days, and why not use them in our fall decor? So I purchased this new Cassia redesigned with Prima transfers, and I wanted to try them on my fall decor this time. So I'm just cutting off just enough to cover my other part on my green tag and see which part I'm gonna be transferring on. And on top, I just added a tape just to make sure my transfer won't move, and I'm just removing the bottom part, and I am ready to transfer this beautiful metallic golden look. It's the same way like we are adding the transfers on. With my scrubber, I'm just going around the designs, the beautiful floral leaf designs and branches, until the whole transfer is on. It's super simple and easy. As you can see, it's just golden. I really love how it's coming out so far. You can use these transfers or any kind of finishes, furniture, wood, whatever you prefer. I decided to test it on my signs and see how it's gonna look. Now that it's all transferred, there is this birdie that it's coming up with this transfer. I cut it off and also added this birdie on top of the branches, and I think it looks just gorgeous. Let me know, what do you think? I know a lot of people doesn't like a golden metallic finish, but I think with adding these beautiful colors, I just have a win-win fall decor for our new autumn collections. For extra embellishment, I just made a 2 simple bow out of this ribbon that I got in my crafting stash. I tied it with a jute twine in the middle, and I'm gonna glue it on the top sides of my tags. I left on purpose one longer tail and the other one shorter tail, because as you always know that I'm always special. And I just wanted to make something different. And now I'm just gonna glue it. I'm gonna add some leaves and one pumpkin in the middle of my bow, and that's pretty much it for this beautiful creation. I'm gonna be using this bird feeder that I purchased from Michael's on clearance for $1 something over the summer, and I'm just gonna remove the tags and the paint that it comes with it. And to me, it looks like just a perfect pumpkin carriage. I have another one, and I think I'm gonna make a real Cinderella carriage with it. That will wait for my next creations, but for now I'm focusing on this one. I'm just removing all those wooden decor that have on front and on the other side, on the back side. So all I need is the frame from this birdhouse or bird feeder, whatever you like to prefer to call it, and I'm gonna remove it on the other side as well. I just use my X-Acto knife, and slowly I'm going to make sure that I don't break the whole frame, and I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other side as well. And this is an idea: whenever you find unusual pieces like this, just grab them, because you will never know what you can create with them, and you're gonna see at the end how beautiful it's gonna come out. Now that I removed the second part on the back of my carriage or of my pumpkin, whatever you like to call it, I added the painter tape on top, and I'm gonna be using, I believe, 3 tapes as a line. I would like to create stripes. Actually, I'm using 2 because I'm gonna be painting the 3 stripes. I'm using this paint from Dollar Tree. I just water it down because I just like to stain it. I don't need to paint it, but I just want to have some kind of bluish color because it's gonna match with my decor that I'm gonna be adding. So simple as that. I watered down this color from Dollar Tree, and I'm going around the edges, and now when it's done, I'm just removing it with a towel, and I just had the stained blue color on my carriage or on my pumpkin. After I remove the tape, I see some of that blue bleed through that white stripes, but not a problem. I'm gonna cover it with the Dixie Belle ivory paint, and I'm going with my brush and I'm creating those stripes with that paint and make sure there is no bleed through. It's not gonna be noticeable after we decorate it, but I just wanted to make it perfect. I'm gonna be using this candle holder that I got from thrift store for $1.99, and it's just the perfect color. It's all like rusted vintage look, so I don't need to paint it, and it matched perfect with my pumpkin. And on top of it, I'm gonna glue a round foam from Dollar Tree, and we're gonna add some floral on that foam. Now that I add the foam on top of the candle holder, also I'm adding a glue so I can add my pumpkin on top of that. To decorate my riser or my lantern, I'm adding this floral from Dollar Tree, and I think it's just a perfect match with these bluish colors and the pumpkins and the leaves and the blue sunflower. I think it's just a perfect match. I'm gonna be adding all those branches throughout the whole foam on each side until my whole foam is covered with them. Now that the whole 4 sides are covered with the floral, I'm adding some moss in between the foam where you can see through it, and that's pretty much it for this quick and easy and beautiful decor. You gotta let me know if I inspire you. Also, on top of my pumpkin, I'm gonna be adding 2 leaves, just like so, just to have beautiful embellishment. And in the middle, as a stem, I'm gonna be adding one of those wooden pieces from Dollar Tree, just a perfect match. And around the stem, I also gluing some moss around it just to make it more natural look. And it's done. You can decorate this beautiful lantern with LED candle, or you can add some more pumpkins inside of it, whatever you like. I got this wreath from thrift store for a few cents a couple of months ago, and I'm gonna be creating a fall wreath. And I'm adding floral and branches that I got in my crafting stash. So whatever I found, I'm gonna be adding to my wreath. I'm just gonna be adding it. And I love this wreath because it's so easy to add those branches in it. You don't even need to add glue, and we can change it throughout the seasons. So I'm decorating it now for fall, but we can easily transition this into Christmas and winter decor. I'm adding some berries, whatever I found, because trust me, I got so many florals in my crafting stash that I don't even need to go to any crafting store to purchase. So I'm just adding some berries, some random picks that I think it's gonna match perfect for fall, and I'm gonna cover the whole wreath with it. It's so easy to create a wreath if you got the right greeneries or florals. You just go through those wreath forms and create any kind of creations that you prefer. This one on the corner is selling for $98 in Kirkland's, but no way. We're gonna create our own for less than $1. Not even $1, because I'm using everything that I got in my house. I really like how this wreath turned out with all those Pompeii branches and peaks and just a touch of little bit of burgundy, blush, pinkish colors with those branches. And now to complete the look, nothing without the velvet pumpkin, and I'm gonna be adding those blue and gray pumpkins. I got those pumpkins last year from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's still selling those in different colors as well. Doesn't mean that you like gray or blue. You can put any colors that you like on your wreath and make a very high-end, trendy look for your home decor. To complete the look, I'm using a velvet ribbon from Dollar Tree and creating a perfect bow. The only bad thing is this ribbon is so small. With one pack, you can only make 2 loop bows. So lucky I have 2 of them, and I created 5 or 6 loop bow. Simple, it was so easy to make it, and tie it in the middle with the jute. And we're gonna add it on top of my wreath. To cover the jute twine in the middle, I cut off a material from the ribbon, and I'm gonna glue it on the back of my bow, and we're gonna have a nice, beautiful, professional looking bow. I'm gonna tie it on top of my wreath. I don't need to glue it. And with adding this bow, we made a wreath so high-end that somebody's gonna think that we bought them from Kirkland's maybe. Not that we made them by ourselves. You gotta let me know, what do you think, and if you're gonna recreate something like this for your house. I'm cutting off the edges as a ducktails. Super simple and easy. I'm just connecting one edge to the other and cutting them in a shape of triangle, and we have a perfect duck tail. I'm just crunching my tails because I always do that to my bows. Also, I'm adding totally dazzle brooch in the middle with a pearl, and I think adding this brooch is just giving perfect vintage shabby chic look to my wreath. Dollar Tree cream pumpkin, and to make it extra fancy and extra trendy, adding a metallic transfer finish, and whatever I had the leftover from my sign, I'm just adding it in front of my pumpkin and transferring those beautiful leaves and branches and giving a high-end look to my pumpkin. Quick and easy makeover. Anybody can do it. You can do any kind of high-end pumpkin with the Dollar Tree items, and this time I show you with the metallic finish. On top, I'm adding those cream and brownish leaf just to give an extra embellishment, and that's it. Super beautiful, but it can look just perfect on our vignettes for autumn decor. Thank you so much for stopping by and always giving me the best comments and taking time of your busy day to watch my video. I would like to say thank you to my darling friends, Christine, Jackie, and LaParsha for being our guest hosts. I love you, my ladies. Cannot wait to see what all of you created today and the amazing playlist with the amazing creators. And until next time, my darlings, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of music, positive energy, blessings from me to you. Bye-bye.